Hey guys, it's Miss Wilson. I was going to do a little review video for the test tomorrow, and these are some of the questions you will have seen on the quizzes, but it was some of the ones that are modeled after how the test is going to look and gave some people trouble. So we're going to start with number 3. Mrs. Mrock has 35 students in her science class. If her class increases to 42 students next year, what will be the percent of change? So if you guys remember in class, we did the change over original, percent over 100. So we're going to set it up just like that in this problem. So if I figure out the change, that's 42 minus 35, subtract 12 minus 5, 7. 7 is the change. And the original was what I started with, and even though I know I increased, so 35 is the original. Percent is what we're looking for because it says what's the percent of change, and over 100 always. When you're doing these types of problems, there will always be 100 somewhere, okay? So then cross multiply and divide. 7 times 100 is 700. Let me see, I have room over here. Remember to be taking notes. 700 divided by 35. 35 goes in here twice. Bring down the 0, so 35 goes in there 20. That means the percent of change was a 20% increase. Okay, so you can set up your proportion and then multiply. And then don't forget to divide or you'll get the wrong answer. So like whenever I got the 700, don't forget. Another one that was a little bit of a challenge, or we just haven't done it in a while maybe. So this one, if a puppy runs across a park at a speed of 15 meters per second, the puppy also was timed for 5 seconds. How far did the puppy run? So this is like a D equals RT problem. And remember, what's on top and what's on bottom get divided, or if they're next to each other, it's multiply. So I want you to go ahead and set up your problem. What do I know? I know meters per second or miles per second, whatever it's counting by, is the rate. Anytime it's per something like this, that's telling you the speed or the rate. That's 15 here. And it gives you the time, which is 5. But I do not know. See, it says how far. That means I'm looking for distance. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to multiply these two, which is 15 times 5. And that is 75. So that means the puppy in total ran 75 meters. So I was looking for the distance. Okay. Then one more. Regular price was $174. The discount was 40%. Find the sale price. Right here is where it tells you I am looking for the price at the end after the discount. So don't stop early. So remember, change over original, percent over 100, okay? So I already know the percent. So if I'm plugging my stuff in the correct place, I know 40% always goes over 100. And then I know regular price was $174. I do not know how much was changed yet. So again, cross multiply and divide. I'm cross multiplying here, dividing by this, or you could change 40 to a decimal and multiply. 174 times 40. 16, carry the 1, 28 plus 1, 29. And then divide that by 100. 6,960 divided by 100, excuse my handwriting. 6 times, that's 600. 9 times, that's 900. Add a decimal and a 0. And 6 times, that's 69.6. That's the amount of money. Well, it doesn't look like money yet. 69.6 is the amount of money that's coming off. But look, they're going to give you a choice like this, and they're going to trick you, and people are going to choose this one. But that is not what it's asking. It's asking, what is the sale price? So you have to tell me after the discount. If it's on sale, this is the amount right here that I'm subtracting. So now I go back to 174 line up the decimals, and subtract. So I have to borrow 3, carry the 1, to borrow again, so 10, well, you didn't have to on that one. But 9 minus 6 is 3. Bring down the decimal. You can't take 9 from 3, so you borrow 9 to 13. 4. 6 and 6 is 0. 104.30. Oh, did I make a mistake somewhere? Yeah, I shouldn't have borrowed here. That should have been a 10. 104.40. My bad. See, that's why I make sure you're doing all the steps out so you could see where the mistake was made. And the mistake was made and I forgot to subtract. So the answer is A. Now, make sure you complete any questions that it's asking. A couple other things you might want to review for the test. Y equals kx and how you find k. Also, what is a proportional relationship? You need to know how to explain that. Proportional relationships are represented by y equals kx. They go through what part on the graph? And what do you know about the slope or the rate of change or the constant of variation? Remember, all those things mean the same. Also, if you write the following on the back of your test, I will give you 5 points.
That too.